My name is Lincoln, and I get to consider the young adults at West Springs Church, which is a newer initiative, only a couple months, but we've had about 20 people come to different socials and events, and come together and see what community there is at West Springs between that 18 to 30-ish kind of age range. So that's been very encouraging. And there's even some more that have expressed interest but haven't come to an event. So lots to look forward to. We've done things like campfires, board game nights. We went on a small hike. And largely, thanks to the hospitality of you and some people in our congregation that have had us in their backyard and living room. So if you'd like to help, that's one way, is if you have a home, a place that you could host us for a small group or whatever event, that would be greatly appreciated, and please reach out to me. And if you'd like involved or to just know more or come to an event and not fit that age range, just let me know. And I'd love to talk to you. As for the future, we are considering, there's lots of interest in things like small groups, and then also just branching out and seeing if we can do service activities, or seeing if there is room for regular once a week, once every 2 weeks small groups. So that's exciting. And for prayer, please, us young adults, we're often in very liminal seasons in our lives, so prayer that the peace and grace of God would follow us, and that God would also guide this ministry and be with each of the young adults in the West Springs area and our congregation. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Kristen Clock, and I am the Director of Ministries Beyond here at West Springs Church. And basically what that means is any ministry activity that happens outside the walls of this building. So we do a few different things, one of them being the Asylum Seekers Initiative group, which is a group of us that work to settle newcomers into Calgary and provide a safe place for them. We also volunteer at the Mustard Seed. Every month we pay for, cook, and serve dinner there. And then we do a few exciting opportunities for collecting items throughout the year. So that might be the Thanksgiving food drive, or every Mother's Day, we also collect for different women's charities. And then we also, every Christmas, collect for the Mustard Seed. So lots of exciting things happening. The next big one would be our Thanksgiving food drive. So head to our social media, website, Instagram, and you can check out the list of items that are most needed. And let me know if any of these opportunities excite you to get involved throughout the year, and I would be happy to tell you more.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jacob, and I'm the Associate Pastor of Family Ministries here at West Springs. And I'm so excited to tell you about what we have planned for this year to come. So starting this Sunday, we're going to be having youth group and children's church every single Sunday. So join us partway through service. We'll leave, and we'll go off to our classrooms together. As well as every single Sunday of ministry, you can also expect in kids' church, in October, a Halloween event, in November, a painting event, and in December, a Christmas party during service. And for youth group, you can expect us to be doing on September 19th, a fall barbecue to kick off the year, bowling in October, a board game night here in November, and a Christmas party in December, along with faith nights once a month in October, November, and December, and many more things planned in the new year. If any of this is interesting to you, or you know somebody you'd like to invite, you can find more information about this out in the foyer. There's a handout with all the information, or you can email myself or the office, or even go online to our website and follow its pathways to either the kids section or the youth section. If you're interested in volunteering for these, I would really love your help, and I would love to get the chance to talk to you about what it looks like to volunteer for kids ministry or youth, or even both. If you don't have the time to commit to volunteering every single week, we really only would love to have you once or twice a month. Or if you want to help out in small ways, you can make a meal for us or open your house up for youth group events. These are just the things we're doing in the fall, and we have so much more planned in the new year as well. But all of it is held together by our theme for both children and youth this year, as we look up, in, and out. We look up to Jesus for our identity, we look inward to our church for our belonging, and we look out into our community for our purpose. This is the central theme of this entire year for both kids and youth. So if you get the chance, as you see kids running around and having fun, ask them about children's church or youth group, get to know them, learn their name, and most importantly, continue to hold us in your prayers. This is an important ministry, and we really appreciate your support and prayer most of all. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Good morning and welcome to West Springs Church. My name is Cecilia Rajanagam, and along with Al Chan, I have had the good pleasure of leading the community engagement team here at the church since 2023. Along with Lincoln Alexander, Jacob Ashton, and Helen Coburn, we've been leaning into the question of what it means to bring goodness to our postal code in Christ's name. Some of our past activities have been outreach to newcomers and English language learners through our WSC Conversation Club. Addressing food insecurity and the rising cost of groceries through being a good food box depot. Selling and distributing toques through our toque fundraiser, and supporting our annual Stampede Breakfast this year with a community information fair. Some new initiatives you will be hearing more about include the ESL Family Table, an ESL Community Lending Library, and some emerging conversations we're having with agencies in our city, addressing such things as gaps in the child welfare system and a carpentry training program for young offenders taking place in the Youth Detention Center. In fact, one of the bookcases made in that program is a bookcase that will be used to house the new ESL Lending Library. How can you help out? First of all, pray fervently that the Holy Spirit would guide us where we need to go, what we are called to do, and what we are called to support and come alongside. And secondly, ask yourself, what gifts and passions do you have, and how can you bring those gifts with energy and enthusiasm to bless our community and assist in its thriving? Where do you see God already at work in our community, and how do you feel called to come alongside that work? What does a careful reading of 1 Peter 3:15 speak to your heart? Thank you so much.
Hi folks, I'm Gary Chair and this is Bill Hawley. We're co-hosts of a group that meets twice a month to encourage each other on our spiritual journeys through a contemplative prayer practice called Centering Prayer. During our meetings, we typically have a reading or watch a video on some aspect of Christian contemplative practice, and then we join together in silent centering prayer. Contemplative practice became important to me as I sought to grow from simply knowledge about God's love into a relationship open to the experience of that love. We have many distractions in our day, and centering prayer offers a practical and time-honored way of opening space each day to be receptive to the presence of God.
And my way as a contemplative Christian began years ago at a fork in the road where I finally chose to take seriously the promise of a direct relationship with the divine, which sounds preposterous, but really it's based on the repeated declarations by Christ himself that I am made for just such a relationship. However, the gateways into this relationship are not what I expected. Important entry points are through the knowing heart, not the cognitive head, through silence and inner stillness, not by the force of will, through wise and patient surrender and receptivity, not by an output of excellence, and through loving emptying out, not by selfish gathering in. This way is something very close to Christ's own teaching, pointing to himself as the wayless way.
So our group meets twice each month for about 60 to 90 minutes each time. And this year we'll try meeting in person one Sunday after church and via Zoom online one Thursday evening each month. We plan to start this fall on Sunday, September 28th. So if you're interested to join us, or even just check it out once for yourself, please speak to either of us and watch for further announcements in September. Thanks.
Shalom, Westspring Church. You can call me Joe. I am here to thank you. Yes, I mean you. Do you know the reason? Because every member of this church is a member of Welcome Team. You do it in one way or the other. There's never a time that somebody comes to sit by your side that you will not be able to, open conversation about this church. That is what we do in Welcome Team. We open conversation and talk and discuss with our new members and even those who have come to visit us. Our work is incredible, and we also need people who can also be part of this job fully, because I have a team that is working around the clock to see that Welcome Team is functioning very great. And I want to use this opportunity to thank them as well. I'm also working and partnering with our Swahili congregation to make sure that we combine that multicultural aspect of our activities and church here. So we are doing great in our Swahili congregation. As you see them, once in a month we come, we sing, and apart from that, we have our fellowship every Sunday by 6 o'clock p.m. So you are free to join us. If you can't make it in Sunday service, you can come to our Swahili service. You'll be feel that exactly that the Lord has spoken to you. Yes, thank you so much, my team. You have been so incredible. And thank you, all of you who have been working in one way or the other to support my team. All the greeters, all the other ministries of the church, you are so great. And I want to use this opportunity to invite us on the 28th of this month. We are organizing a welcome party to associate and talk with new members of our church, everything about Westspring. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Me again. I am coming at you this time on behalf of Pastor Keitha, who's currently away on sabbatical. And we are going to be talking about the worship, sound, and media, which she is in charge of. But for now, the three worship leaders, myself, Kim Burgoyne, and Rochelle Babcock, are leading in her absence. So this is an exciting team. I love being a part of this community and this team, and we are always looking for new members. So as far as worship goes, we are definitely looking for anyone, but like most particularly band members. So if you play an instrument and you've been holding out on us, please let us know. We would love to have you come audition and join our team. It's really a lot of fun, and we hope you'll consider that. And then media, I would say, is one of the easiest ones to learn. Anyone can do it. We can teach you very easily. And then sound, don't be scared. It's not as hard as it seems. And we are actually going to be providing a training session this coming fall. It is not a commitment to joining the team. You can come, you can check it out, see if you like it, and we can go from there. So if you have any questions about this, please feel free to talk to myself, Kim, or Rochelle, and we'd be happy to get you connected.
Good morning, Westspring Church. My name is Marcia Black, and I'm leader of hospitality. I'm here to tell you about our upcoming year. I'm in beautiful PEI right now as I pour myself a cup of coffee. Speaking of coffee, now that summer is over, we will be resuming with brewed hot coffee each Sunday morning with our regular coffee crew. Stop by and grab a coffee anytime before or after service. A big thanks to our summer refreshment team for providing drinks all summer long. You did a fantastic job. Let's step outside and see this beautiful ocean view. We plan on having quarterly potlucks again where we will eat and fellowship together. This is a great time to sit with someone new and get to know everyone in our congregation. Start thinking about that Christmas dish you want to bring, a new international recipe, or a fancy dessert you might want to share with everybody. We're always looking for more help in all areas of this ministry. We could use one more coffee barista, a couple of greeters to fill in for the snowbirds when they go away, potluck help, ushers. Feel free to see me after service if you would like help to help out in any of these areas, or if you have any questions. You're all invited to stay for cake after service as we celebrate Kick-Off Sunday to start a new ministry year and learn about all of our ministries. Thank you.